more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers.
Load those chemicals into my mixing drum.
Load and unload. That's the story of my life, Mixmaster.
Lucky for us, you're on the job, and luckier still that I'm a genius of a chemist. Watch.
Hey guys, welcome back for today's video, which is part 4 of the unboxing / review of the Jinbao Constructicons Builder.D combiner set. And today's gonna be Longhaul's turn, which is in vehicle mode a dump truck. He is very massive, like probably one of the biggest ones. But before I get into transforming this guy and reviewing the toy, I want to share with you guys something I found out yesterday when I was looking at the Devastator forearm and fist, which you could apparently apply as a sort of a, you can open it up. Wait, where was it? Here. You can open it up, fold this fist inside, and then close it up again as a sort of an extension to some vehicles. One of them is Bone Crusher, one of the other ones, I think it's gonna be either Scrapper or Scavenger, or maybe I missed, yeah, there's a connection right here, same as a Bone Crusher had. You can plug that in, turn it around, and then have it as sort of a carriage thing, container thing. But what I noticed is that if you use it as the fist part for Devastator, let me just open it up again, and you actually want to apply the drills which came with the upgrade kit, you can pull this part out. There's a little trigger here. You can plug the fist in. Or is it gonna have to go a certain way? Probably like this. Yeah, you can plug the fist in and then push it back inside the drill, and then the fun part starts. Because wait, let me just make sure it's plugged in correctly. When you pull on this little trigger thing, there's actually a cord in there, and when you release the cord, take a look at this. The drill starts spinning. I mean, that's a pretty cool extra feature. It works on both drills, both fists, of course. So yeah, that's a pretty cool little fun thing which I wanted to share with you guys. I mean, they could have not put this in there, but it does have a nice extra effect to it. I think it's pretty cool, and yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. So more on that later when I actually assemble it into Devastator mode and then make a video of it or something. But yeah, it's time for long haul. In the G1 toy, I know that the dump truck part was empty, which I like better, and this one is like really filled up with kibble. Probably the feet here. There's this little skirt part, and you can plug in this part. That's how it came out of the box. And this is like the chest plate for Devastator. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is actually supposed to go on him in truck mode. It is the way it came out of the box, but it's very chunky. I don't like it. I just take it off. I would take it off in truck mode and just have him like this. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, that this guy has rubber tires instead of plastic tires. And this is what the bottom looks like. He is pretty heavy duty, and I like the way he looks, apart from the kibble right there. But enough about that. I'm gonna switch the camera angle and see if I can transform it without having to use the manual. Something which I have not been able to do with those two guys. on hook. I think I had to look up something as well. So yeah, I'm kind of curious if I'm able to do this. So we'll see about that. So there we go. This should probably do it. I can see I'll have to split up this part somewhere down the line. It's all pretty symmetrical as far as I can see from the top. The bottom looks pretty symmetrical as well, so I'm expecting this one to not be so hard to do without the manual. But yeah, I'll be looking for an entry point and try and finish off the transformation. Okay, so guys, I think this is about it. I'm not sure about this hood thing, whether it's going to have to go all the way to the back or almost to the back, because you can flip this around and then push it all the way down and then have this come up a little bit. You can actually separate it, but I don't see the use for that in this mode. It might have a certain functionality for Devastator. I don't know why they made it separable. I think from the front you should have the hood up a little bit, I think, but from the back side it is a bit gapey, like there's a hole here and a hole here when you pull out the arms. I'm gonna look it up in the manual because I have no idea how to finish this off. This part is probably for the skirt part for Devastator, is what I'm expecting. but there's no nice way to hide this in long haul mode. Because if you push it up, it doesn't look right. If you push it down, it doesn't look right. So I guess you're just gonna have to fold it up as much as you can. I'm thinking maybe do it like this. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like the way he looks from the backside. It doesn't look finished at all. From the front side, these parts I'm not sure about, like where I'm gonna have to put them. Like this, it doesn't look right at all. It looks very unfinished. I'm pretty sure they should not go up like this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up as well. And as for the hit parts, like you can separate this part. That's how it came. That's how it was in vehicle mode. So you can separate them and then push them out to the sides to make sure that these pegs peg in here. Like so. But then it looks extremely wide, and I don't like that look either. So I'm actually thinking about pushing them back to the middle. And then have this move over it. So I think I like this look better, but it's less sturdy because of not being able to peg it in anywhere. Oh wait, maybe you can peg it in here. Does that work? It does. So yeah, that makes it a bit more sturdy. I think I like this look better for the legs than the spread out variant. His face sculpt looks pretty cool. I think that kind of resembles the way he looked in the cartoon, with a little transparent part on the back, making it, the light has to drop in the proper way. The translucent orange visor. So yeah, I'm gonna look up the how to transform it to finish it off, because I'm just not sure about the way it's supposed to look. And as for the posability and joints and whatnot, you can rotate his face 360 around, angle it a little bit to the back, hardly to the front, just a little bit, slight wobble to the sides, but nothing noteworthy really. His arms can stretch out like this, but not on a ratchet, so it might end up being looser than it is right now. Let me just peg this in right here. He's got a 360 rotation all the way around for his shoulders on a ratchet, as you can hear. He's got a rotation at his biceps, probably mushroom or a ball joint, either or. Then he's got you can move his elbow, no ratchets whatsoever. You can rotate his forearm, but that leaves you with a little bit of a gapey plastic right here. Turn it around. And his wrist. Open close grip, same as all the other ones. That's it for the arms. This guy is really bulky. I mean, he looks really bulky. Kind of like the way he looks, actually. Yeah. Apart from this hip part, even with the closed-up version, it still looks a little bit too wide, but maybe that's necessary for the legs to be bulky as well. I'm not sure about that. So the rotation on his hips, with the big part coming around right here. It's too bad that they don't allow you to separate it, or to separate it from the robot itself. would have been fine. I mean, this is just a skirt part for Devastator, so it would have been fine if you could just take it off. I don't know why they decided to do it that way. Oh wait, maybe you can slide it in here. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm really confused with this part. There's just no way to make it look clean or anything. So he's got ratchet on the hips, stretched it out further than 180, so that's pretty far. Then he has a thigh rotation, not on a ratchet, just a regular rotation. A knee bend, about 90 degrees. And his ankles, you can move them inwards. Yeah, you got a little bit of a toe dip as well. You can move them upwards, but then the heel part gets in the way of the flooring. A little bit of a toe lift right here. So you can actually push his leg to the back and then balance him out with a bent toe, which is pretty nice. That's pretty cool. And yeah, that's it for posability, I guess. Skip anything? I don't think so. Something which goes for all the figures I've transformed and reviewed so far. Certain joints like this one, I would have really preferred to have it on some type of ratchet, because it just feels too loose. But yeah, these figures were made like several years ago, so designed several years ago. Like this is on a very nice ratchet, but I would have preferred this one to be on a ratchet as well, and this one, because I'm kind of scared of that becoming too loose over the years. But yeah, time will tell about that. So we're gonna have to apply him with a gun. But before I do that, I'm gonna check out the manual to see what the actual full transformation on this guy is. Even these things are a little bit loose. So if you wanna like put him in a very dynamic position, it doesn't hold, which is too bad. So yeah, you gotta make him more static, give him a more static look. Of course, you can bend him on the hips. Yeah, whoa, that's a very tight ratchet. Oh yeah, the kicking part, I forgot about that. So yeah, these ratchets are very, very tight, which is, I think, a good thing, because I think this part is going to be used for the hip part of Devastator, so they should be very tight. And if you want to make him kick to the front, wait, let me see how far you can go to the back with this part being in the way. Okay, just give him a little bit more room. So yeah, it's about 90 degrees. And then to the front, 90 degrees as well. So yeah, they did a better job on the legs than on the arms. This guy is really tight. Like, these ratchets are crazy loud. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna look up in the manual just to see how the final transformation is supposed to be for this guy. Apply a gun on him and have him join the rest of his crew. Okay, so apparently first thing, what it says on the manual is that little brace right here on his chest should go downwards then. Like diagonally like this. Okay, so looking at the manual for a couple of minutes, I don't see any mentioning of this part. for the first couple of steps, like transforming it from robot to truck mode, pushing the head away in the cabin, putting the little hood lid on top, then changing the feet around with the little flaps on the lower legs, which I can't really make out how to do it differently than this, not by looking at the figure nor by looking at the manual. But it does look slightly different than the way I have it right now, even though right here it says with the little black things on top, which I have right here, not on this part, like so, but I did have it right here. But I just don't like the way this looks. And looking at the first picture, it does look a little bit different. So yeah, I'm just not sure on what the proper way for that is. But yeah, the thing I was looking for in the manual is the part on the back, and it doesn't say anything about that anywhere until we get to this step, and then it shows that it's just already in that same position on the back, like so, I guess. It's already there, like so. So I guess this is the proper way to apply it, even though he does have a, makes him have a pretty big ass. Even with these things pushed down, it's still pretty gapey on his back. And apparently this lid was supposed to be just pushed all the way down, from judging from, where was it? One of the first steps. Like right here, it just says just push it from the back to the front. Even though I gotta say that I think I like it figure a little bit better when it's just showing like partially or something. That does make him more back heavy, and that does leave the back pretty gapey. But I think that just sort of the way he's supposed to look. It's a little bit of the lid showing. Even though it's not very nicely finished here, it's probably gonna have to push it down. It's probably the way it's, according to the manual, that's the way it's supposed to go. And like I said, I like the way the figure looks. He's very, very thick, like a very bulky character. These little pegs in the arms, like they're really floppy right now, but there's a small peg right here, and a little hole in this part of the arm. Gotta push that away just to be able to show you guys. Like there are little holes right here. They can plug them in, but they don't stick very well. So, like I had to pull the arms out. Like the arms were tucked in here. Let me see if I can show the way it was supposed to be. Like they were tucked in like here, so you had to pull them out, leaving those big gapy holes in his chest and his back. Let me just see if I can pull it out again. There we go. And then you gotta like push these. Wait, let me just see if I can clear it from the view. So you get these little holes right here, and you have to pack those in, and then push the arm a little bit back inside his chest again, I guess, to make it like fit really well. And then it's a lot less floppy, like it's a lot more sturdy now. But yeah, while I was just playing around with it a little bit, they would separate. But now since I've like pushed it on there, and push the arm a little bit more inside his chest again. Maybe that is just a better fit. Let's see if I can get that done on here. So I think that's the proper way to do it. And as for which gun he's supposed to have, according to the manual, it's supposed to have this gun, which you can pull out right here. Push that on his back. His handle can move around. This one can move around, and you can extend it a little bit. So let's just take a look at what that looks like. I've noticed that with some guys, like for example Mixmaster's gun, they put a handle on it which is sort of diagonally, like a little bit crooked, which makes him not hold it entirely straight in front of him. So, okay, so this gun, way where you can actually fold out the gun entirely. I guess this works. So you're gonna have to fold it upwards to make him be able to grip it entirely because of his pretty huge forearms, which tend to get in the way of this little last part of the gun. Okay, so this guy's pretty heavy. He's a little bit out of balance as well. The heel parts don't really can't hold him up properly. Okay, so positioning this guy is a little bit tougher than I would have hoped. Am I missing something here? Don't think so. Push it more to the front. That basically only makes it worse. Push it more to the back then. Yeah, okay, so I guess this is as far as long haul goes. I gotta say that I think he looks pretty cool, but he's very back heavy because of this part, and his balancing is just out of whack. Like these ankles don't really hold him up properly, which is too bad because I think he looks pretty cool. Very bulky, very huge dude. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. He looks cool, but he's not very stable. So I'm actually debating whether I like Bone Crusher more than Long Haul in this case. But he does look cool with the rest of the guys. So yeah, that's it for Long Haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review transformation video, and just give you guys another proper glance at him. So yeah, hollow back, not finished up very nicely. Weird part right here, which I can't really do anything with. Cool looks, some joints which were a little bit loose, and the ankles are the biggest problems. Like the feet and the ankles are the biggest problem on this guy, which is just too bad because it looks pretty cool. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this review video, and see you guys for chapter 5 next time. Probably gonna, yeah, I'll be doing scavenger and then do scrapper for the final part. And I hope you guys will join me on that video. Later.